Hello out there, this is Miss Beth with the Peabody Public Library, your robotics instructor. Currently, I've been going to all of the elementary schools locally here in Whitley County, teaching all of your students robotics. So if you've heard them coming home talking about Miss Beth, robotics, the library, coming to the school, that is me. That is what we've been doing, and it's so fun, and we've been having an excellent time. I'm really missing you kiddos, so I didn't want you to not have any coding fun while you're home right now. So I created an amazing program called the Coding Corner. The Coding Corner, we're going to learn how to use Scratch, and it's all step by step to show you how to make avatar stories, anything like that that you would like to do. And to all of my online friends for the channel, this is an excellent computer science program that's brought to you through Google. And I highly encourage you to try this with your students. Try this all by yourself. Just give it a try. It's so fun. It takes up a little bit of time, not a whole lot of time. You can spend as much time on it as you want, or as little time as possible. So I can't wait to get back into the schools to do our robotic sessions, but until that can happen, I wanted to make sure that we were covering still our computer science portion of this. So welcome to the Coding Corner. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get started.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. We are going to create our own hero. We're going to code our own hero. The first thing we need to do is go to Google. So Google Chrome would be the best way to do this, just because this is a Google product, which would make it a lot easier. Sometimes Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, the other kinds of web browsers don't allow us to do everything, so doing it through Google Chrome would be better. So we're going to come in here and we're going to type in CS First. Now, under CS First, we want to go to CS First Computer Science and Coding to Kids. So we're going to click on that. And now we're going to scroll down to where it says Get Started. Now, on this screen, you can clearly see we have two options. You're either a teacher or you're a student. And today, we are all students. So we're going to click on I'm a student. And we're going to put in that nice little code I've got on here on that slide for you. So the WYT7DC. And I'm going to click Next. And it's coming in and it says, this is your class, right? So it's Code a Hero with Miss Beth. Yes, it is. So we're going to join. And yeah, you're going to need a username and a password. What this is for is so you can go back and fix, change, whatever you'd like to do to your hero. So we're going to click on yes. I'm going to write down mine. So get a piece of paper and a pencil and write down yours. Yours is going to be different than what I have on mine. And once you have your code all written down, you're going to click on this little box and sign in. So if I went a little fast for you, that's okay. Just pause this video. Make sure you're writing down that code. Now, as we go on today, I'm going to be showing you the videos. So you don't have to flip between the tabs. You can just watch my video, or you can watch the video on your own, but it'll be playing twice, so it might confuse you if you're trying to watch it when I'm trying to show it as well. So we are going to click on Code Your Hero. Everything I just said will make sense here in just a minute. So we're going to click on Code Your Hero. And that takes us into the main screen here. And we're going to click on Start. This start is actually our very first video. Like I said, you do not have to play it because I'm getting ready to play it for you right now. And we're going to do this together. So let's go ahead and watch the video so we can figure out what we need to do.
Welcome. I'm Kumar, a computer scientist and program manager at Google. I'm originally from the Virgin Islands, and now I teach students all around the world how to program. I'm excited to share this activity about coding a hero story or game. By coding everyday heroes that make a difference in your world, you can turn them into superheroes. First, here's a quick introduction to learning computer science through CS First. With computer science, you can create anything you can imagine, like stories, art, animation, music, websites, and more. Computer science uses code to make projects called programs. Code is another way of saying instructions for the computer. There are a lot of ways to write code, but today you use a programming language called Scratch. In this activity, you will choose an everyday hero from your own life. Then, you'll build a project using code that shows your hero as a superhero. Everyday heroes can be patient and kind, like a teacher who explains things to you in a supportive way until you understand it. Or caring, like a grandparent that watches over you when you are sick. Or supportive, like a seeing eye dog that helps a blind person cross the street. Or encouraging, like a coach that believes you can do anything if you work hard. You can pause the video to add to your project, or you can watch the entire video, then complete the steps. To get started, open the Starter project in a new tab. Scratch includes costumes that change a character's or sprite's appearance.
Okay, we're going to get started on that first. So we're going to go to Starter Project, which is right down here, and click on that. It is going to open up a new tab for you. Now, you do not have to move out of this tab because I'm going to be the one that flips back and forth to give us our video to show us what we're doing today, okay? But if you feel more confident in going back and forth and watching it at your own pace, you may do so. But if you would rather just kind of follow along, with what we're doing, then you can do that as well. So we are now into the Scratch program with a brand new tab. Let's see what we need to do next.
In this project, the costumes are different sprites you can choose. Select the Costumes tab and pick one to represent your hero.
Okay, let's do that. So we're going to go onto our Scratch program that we're in now, and we're going to go to Costumes. And under Costumes, we have several different options. And he's actually going to show you some of those options when we continue the video. But now is a good time to go ahead and choose the sprite that you would like to start with. And there are several different ones on here that we can try. I personally like the raccoon, so I'm going to use the raccoon. But go ahead and either pause this video and take a minute to pick your sprite, or if you already have it chosen, then we're ready to move on.
Next, make your sprite say something about what kind of hero they are. From the Looks menu, drag out two Save for 2 seconds blocks.
Okay, let's do that. So we're going to go back to our Code tab, go to the Looks tab, and drag out two of these Say blocks. Now, in the Say blocks, and he's going to show us as well, but since I'm in it, I'm going to go ahead and show you. Oh, sorry about that. Let me get out of that. I'm not sure why that keeps popping up. Okay, so in here, we're going to type in whatever we want our superhero to say. So I typed in, "Here I come to save the day. I'm Mighty Coon." So we're typing those in. Let's see what else he has to say.
And connect them. Click the block stack to see what happens. Change the text in the blocks to show your hero's personality and powers. Tinker with the values in the seconds. Then, click the block stack to test.
Okay, so we're going to tinker, like he said, with these seconds. What that does is just, let's go ahead and click on it. That's how long in between each word. So I'm going to only have 2 seconds in between each sentence that I've done. Or I can change this to make it a little bit longer and then click on it. So it takes a little bit longer for those words to come out. And this is just getting our superhero talking about himself, basically.
These blocks run in order. This is called sequencing code. Add as many say blocks as you like, and type in text to make your sprite say more about their powers.
So feel free to do that now. We're going to come in here and you can drag out a couple more say blocks if you'd like. And have him say other things. So you can click out as many of these as you like, and of course you can change your time in each side of these blocks. Then I can click on it and it's going to come up and have all of the wording that I have typed in there. That is pretty cool. Pretty cool and pretty neat.
To start your program when the flag is clicked, add a When Flag Clicked event from the Events menu to the top of the block stack. Click the green flag.
Okay, so we're going to go into the Events menu. We're going to choose on when the flag is clicked. We're going to connect that. And now we're going to come over and push on the flag. So now it'll automatically just do, every time I click on the flag, it will put in what the phrasing that I have put in there. And we can see that in this video as well.
Great. Once you've programmed your hero to talk about their powers, try Move Your Hero to start adding to your project. Then come back to this page to check out more videos. You can try any video you like. Now it's your turn.
Okay. So we are going to, or I am going to scroll down and we're going to go with the start here. All right, so we are going to go to Move Your Hero. I am going to go to Move Your Hero, and I'm going to click on Start.
Using code to add movement can help tell your...
Sorry about that. He got started a little fast. Okay, so we're going to go to the start here. We're going to learn how to move our hero now, how it can leap over buildings and such. So let's see what we need to do.
Using code to add movement...
Sorry about that. Let me get out of this.
Tell your audience about your hero.
I'm going to start us over.
Using code to add movement can help tell your audience about your hero. In this video, you will program your hero sprite to move when the arrow keys are pressed. To start, drag out a Change Y by block from the Motion menu. Y is the vertical or up and down location of your sprite on the stage. Use a positive number to move your hero up.
Okay, let's go ahead and get that going. So we're going to go into the Motion tab. So on the Motion tab, now we're going to look on Change Y by. So I'm going to bring this down here and bring this up here. And if I push on this, we can see how he is going up.
Program your sprite to move up when the up arrow key is pressed. From the Events menu, drag out a When Key Pressed event and attach it to the Change Y by block.
Okay, so from the events, we're going to click on when, and then right now it says spacebar key is pressed, but we're going to actually come in and change that to the down, or sorry, to the up arrow.
Select up arrow from the drop-down menu. Test your code. Great. To make your sprite move more or less, adjust the values in the blocks. Now, add code that tells the computer to move your hero down when you click the down arrow key. To do this, duplicate your code select the down arrow key from the drop-down menu.
Okay, let's try that. So by right-clicking on our code, we can push on duplicate. And here is our duplicate. So from here, we can do the down arrow. You can change your speed, basically, where these numbers are. So now if I push my down, except, hang on, let's go back and see what he says.
Update the value with a negative number.
Okay, so we have to use a negative number. A negative number brings it down by pushing on my arrow key, and a positive brings it back up. So you can see how mine's moving up and down. So my negative number brings it down while my positive number pulls it up.
Test your code. Make your hero sprite move left and right with the change X by block. X is the horizontal or side-to-side location of your sprite on the stage. Use a positive number to program your sprite to move to the right. From the Events menu, drag out a when key pressed event and attach it to the top of the Change X by block.
Okay, just like we did before. So we're going to go to the motion section, and we're going to go to the change X by instead of the Y. And then we're going to go to events and drag out the when the blank key is pressed. So on this one, we're going to go left to right. So let's see what he says.
Select right arrow from the drop-down menu.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know why that keeps doing that. Okay, so the right arrow. Now I do believe we'll have to duplicate this like we did last time. This time it would be the left arrow, and then this number has to be a negative number again. So now if I push left and right, up and down, we can clearly see how that's all working out well. Okay, let's go back to the video.
Duplicate this code and update the values to program your hero to move left when the left arrow is pressed. Test your program again. Awesome! Now your hero moves up, down, and side to side with the arrow keys. Once you've programmed your hero to move, try fly over buildings to keep adding to your project. Then come back to this page to check out more videos. You can try any video you like. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so we've gotten so if we push on the flag, he's going to say a bunch of stuff depending on what our timing is on this. And then we can use our arrows to push us along. So we have learned how to create our sprite, make him say things, and move back and forth. Let's move forward to the next section. Okay, so we're going to move on, and we're going to go to flying over buildings, or at least I am going to go to that. And hopefully it's going to... Oh, he starts so fast. Okay, so we're going to do the flying over buildings section now, where we can get the speed going, where they're actually flying over those buildings. So let's see what he has to say about that.
The ability to fly is a very popular hero power. In this video, you will program your hero to fly across the stage. In Scratch, there are many ways to move a sprite. One way to make your hero look like they are flying is to move the building sprite across the stage. To begin, select the building sprite. Move the building sprite to where you want it to start on the stage. From the
Okay, let's do that. So we're going to come back into our sprite program here. We're going to click on buildings. And then we're going to grab a hold of our building and decide where we want it to start. And you can put your building wherever you'd like.
motion menu, drag out a Go to XY block.
Okay, so if you didn't hear him, he said to go to the motion and drag out go to XY block. So it should say go to X, and it has a 230 in there now, and then a Y with a 7.
This block makes the sprite appear in a specific location on the stage. Notice that the number in the block is automatically updated to the building sprite's location. Next, you'll program your building sprite to move across the stage. From the motion menu, drag out a Change X by block. Do not connect the blocks yet. Change the value to a negative number. Click the block to test it. Great.
Okay, let's try that. So we're going to go to the motion section and click on change X by 10. He said do not connect them yet. So we need to make this a negative number. So put whatever negative number you would like to in there and then click on it and see how it moves. See how it's moving?
Building moves to the left. Your building moves once, but you want it to move across the stage. To make it move over and over, drag out a repeat block from the control menu and place it around the Change X by block.
Okay, let's do that. So from the control section, we're going to go to the repeat block, and that's going to go around that. So then we can push it. Well, mine went really, really far, so let me reset it. Oh, I can't reset it. So let's see what he says to do.
Change the value so that the building moves off the stage. Click your block stack to test.
Okay, so I'm just going to put in the numbers he has right there, but you can do whatever you'd like with yours. And mine already went all the way across, so see if you can get yours to go all the way across.
Great. Now your building moves across the stage. Next, program the building to move across the stage over and over again. Attach the Go to XY block to the top of the repeat loop and add a forever loop from the control menu. Change buildings by dragging out a next costume block.
Okay, we're going to stop there and we're going to do what he said to do. So we're going to connect this to that. And then we're going to put a forever block all the way around it so we can see how his looks and how ours looks. And I am just going to back this up a couple seconds.
Change buildings by dragging out a next costume block and placing it inside the forever loop above the Go to XY block.
Okay, so let's go to looks. And we're going to click on next costume. And he said to put it in between our forever and our go-to block. And again, I'm going to back this up just a little bit.
Above the Go to XY block. The costume changes will make it look like your hero is flying over different buildings. Then, click the Events menu and add a when flag clicked event to the top of your block stack.
Okay, so we're going to go to the Events menu, click on when the flag is clicked, and that is on the top.
Test again. The hero flies over the buildings. You got it.
Okay, so then we're going to hit our flag. Look at that. And now it looks like he's going over several different, and if we can dodge him, because we've already programmed him to go up and down from the other ones, right? So now we can use our arrows to have him dodge these buildings. That is so cool. Let's see what else he says.
Once you've programmed your hero to fly over buildings, consider adding more movement with Move Your Hero. Then come back to this page to check out more videos. You can try any video you like. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so I think we're just going to kind of keep this going a little bit, and I'm going to go into another section. They have actually, I think we're just going to kind of test our guy out here. So if I hit my stop, then it stops. If I hit my flag, then it continues to go. And here's where we can use our arrows. And there's so many fun things that we can do with this. So I'm really excited. I think I'm going to move on, and we're going to figure out how to do a spin. Okay, so we are going to move on, and we are going to go to show off with a super spin. So we're going to spin our sprite.
You can program your hero to show off their superpowers. In this video, you will show off your hero's superpowers with a super stunt. A spin. First, select your hero sprite. From the motion menu, drag out a turn block.
Okay, so we're going to go back to our sprite. From the motion menu, we're going to pull out a turn block.
Click the block. Your hero starts to spin.
Okay, let's try that out. So we're going to click the block. And we can see our hero spinning each time that we click it.
Reset the sprite to its original position by clicking the point and direction block in the motion menu.
Okay, so let's put it back in position, point in direction, and that sets it back to where it was. So just keep that in mind as you're going on today on this.
Make your hero spin more by selecting the control menu and dragging out a repeat block.
Okay, so we're going to go to the control menu, drag out a repeat block, and put that around.
Place it around the turn block. Tinker with the values until your hero spins just the way you want. Next, click the Events menu and add a When Key Pressed event to the top of your block stack. Choose Space from the drop-down menu.
Okay, let's do that. So we are going to fix this and make it whatever you would like. And then we're going to go to the events when a key is pressed. It's already set on space by default, but we're just going to go ahead and make sure. And we can see it clearly spinning just by clicking it.
Now, press the spacebar to see your hero spin.
Okay, so we're going to press the spacebar. And that makes it go around.
Great job! Once you've programmed your hero to spin, consider adding more movement with Move Your Hero. Then, come back to this page to check out more videos.
Okay, so we have a spin now by doing our space bar. Now, don't forget, by going into motion, we can click on point in direction, and it will actually reset it back to its original. So then I can push on my space bar while I'm going forward. All right, so there is my buildings. I'm going, he's saying all of his words. So we've created an amazing, amazing hero today. And don't forget, I can push on that point in direction and it'll take me back. How cool is that? So we have a complete turn. We can move him side to side, back and forth. I feel like we should make a game out of this, right? So our next session is going to be about creating a game. Okay, so now we're going to create a game. So I clicked on Keep Score, and this is a game that programs our hero to collect objects. So let's see what we have to do.
In Scratch, you can tell stories and express your creativity using code. You can also add the ability to collect points and keep score to make your project feel like a game. In this video, you will add code to collect points whenever your hero touches an object. This starter project includes several hidden objects. Select the object sprite, then drag out a show block from the Looks menu to make it visible on the stage.
Okay, let's try that. So we're going to go to our objects, go to our Looks menu, and drag out Show and click Show. So now we can see it here. See what else we have to do.
Next, make the object start at the right side of the stage. From the Motion menu, drag out a Set X2 block.
Okay, so we're going to pick up our object and set it off to the side From the motion menu, we're going to click on Set X2. Set X2.
The number shows the sprite's position on the stage. Next, program your object to move left. From the motion menu, drag out a change X by block.
Okay, first let's go ahead and stack those.
Set the value to a negative number.
So now we're going to go in and get a change X block. Change X block, and we need to set that to a negative number.
Click the block. The object moves to the left.
Okay, so we're going to click our block, and the object moves to the left.
But to make it move across the stage, you have to keep clicking the block. To fix this, place a repeat block from the control menu around the change X by block. Change the value in the block to a bigger number to make the object move across the stage. Then connect the loop and set X2 block stacks. Try it out.
All right, so we're going to come in and get a repeat block. Let's see how his looks. All right, and we're going to put that around here. We're going to change this number, and then we're going to connect it all. It goes by really fast. All right, let's see what else we have to do.
To add suspense, make the object appear in a random location. Add a go-to block to the block stack.
Okay, so from the motion menu, we're going to click on the go to, and he's putting it in between.
Make sure random position is selected in the dropdown. Test it again.
Okay, so it does have random position in there, and we're going to test it again. So each time I test it, it's in a new location.
The object starts at a random location and moves across the stage each time the block stack is clicked. To make the object move across the stage automatically, add a forever loop from the control menu. Tinker with the values until the project works the way you want it to.
Okay, so we're going to go to the control menu and add a forever block that goes all the way around. And you can tinker with, like he says, with your numbers and see where you would like yours to be set at. At any point, you can pause this video and come back to it while you're kind of playing around with your numbers and such.
Next, add a scoreboard, so your hero gets a point every time they touch the object. To do this, go to the Variables menu and make a variable. A variable stores a number or value for a program to use. In this case, the number of times the hero touches the object. Name your variable score.
Okay, let's do that. So we're going to go to the variable block. Make a variable. We're going to label it score.
A scoreboard appears on the stage.
And then we're going to push OK. And we can see here's our scoreboard appearing on the stage.
Then, tell the variable to advance the score by 1. Add a change by 1 block from the variables menu and select score from the drop-down menu.
Okay, so we're going to go in and get a change block and push on score.
To advance the score when your hero touches the object, drag out a if-then block from the control menu. Place it around the change score by block. To make the score go up by 1 when the hero touches the object, add a touching block from the sensing menu.
Okay, let's stop there. We are going to go into the control area, click on an if block and put that around. And then we're going to go to our sensing and we're going to click on the touching, right? That's what he grabbed. Touching, yes. So we're going to grab on the touching and that's going to go inside of this.
Choose heroes from the drop-down. And add a forever loop around the block stack.
Okay, so we're going to go to our drop-down, push on heroes, go to our control, and put a forever around that.
Then, add a when flag clicked event to both block stacks.
Okay, so we're going to go to the events, add when flag clicked, when flag clicked.
Click the green flag to test.
Okay, let's give it a test. So we're going to click on our green flag. Mine's doing random numbers though. So we're going to have to figure out how that gets fixed. But you can see our scoreboard's going up every time it touches one of the objects. So let's see what he wants us to do now.
The score goes up when the hero touches the object, but it advances many times instead of once. To fix this, add a hide block to tell the object to disappear after it has touched the hero once. Test your code.
Okay, so we're going to go into looks, go to hide, and he put that underneath the if. Test the code. We have to hit one first though, don't we? I'm just going to stay there and wait. Because my stars keep changing, but it isn't fixed. So let's see what else he wants us to do.
Now the scoreboard changes by 1 when the hero scores.
Okay, that's because I wasn't pushing the flag. Okay, so it's going up by 1 and my object's disappearing. Perfect. Very good. So you got to make sure to push that flag. You can't push on the actual looping you have here.
Awesome. Now, reset the score for each new game. Add a set score to 0 block from the variables menu to the top of the block stack.
Okay, so let's go to our variables menu. Click on set And he put that underneath the flag. And we're going to change this to score.
Change the value to score in the dropdown. Finally, to further customize your project, change the object or add a sound from the sound library. Once you've programmed your game, try programming your hero to move when arrow keys are pressed and move your hero. Then come back to this page to check out more videos. You can try any video you like. Now it's your turn.
Okay, I almost didn't get him to say it was your turn. All right, so I don't know if we have any objects we can. Oh, sure. So if we push on our objects and we go into that costume, it looks like maybe we could add it. Let's see. There's a planet. Let's see if do we have flying donuts. So you can change your object. Oh, and you can change the layers of your donut. How cool is that? Okay. I personally like the star, so I'm going to stick with the star, but you could choose other objects in there that you might want to use. And so I'm going to go back. Let's see here. Click on my flag, which restarts everything. And don't forget I can push my space bar. That gets me around. And I'm trying to collect these stars now. So how fun. We had a really, really great time with creating a hero. Not only did we get to create a hero, but we got to program him saying things. And don't forget, we can come in to motion and click on point and direction, and it'll reset our guy here. But this was super fun. So coding a hero, we were able to code him, create him. Now we've even got a game on here. Definitely, definitely, definitely get in here and see what you can do about it as far as changing it around and things like that. So now we're going to get into the part where we can actually save it for other people to play, edit, as well as us being able to go in and play and edit it. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do that involves this part, and feel free to go out on your own and do some extra stuff if you'd like, adding music, drawing your own, and things along those lines. I'm not sure.
Saving the world is
Hang on. I don't know why this keeps doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how we can save our project now. So we're gonna listen to what he has to say.
Saving the world is easier when heroes work together. In this video, you add another character.
Oh, sorry, we're in the wrong one. All right, so I want to go to next. And this kind of shows us how we're going to save our project. So we're going to click on share. I think we have to log in first. So let's go to a sign in. And you're going to put in that, excuse me, that information that you got at the beginning that we wrote down. You're going to put that in. So the username and password they gave you when we started, that is what you're going to put in here. And click sign in. Perfect. And we're going to click on remix. and then you're going to click on share. Now, by clicking on your share, you've shared this project now. Now other people can play what you've done. But now also I can go in to my information and go to my stuff. And here is my starter project remix Code Your Hero that I did. And now I can click on that and it's loading it. And I am able to come in here and play my game, which is really, really cool. So I can click on See Inside, and that shows me everything that I did to make my sprite do things. So from here, I'm now able to edit it. So very, very cool. I'm going to leave that. So now you can see how we save it and how you're able to get back in it. Let's see what the account settings. Okay, and that's just the information that they gave me. If I go to profile, I can show it shows me my featured project. So my next curiosity is if I get out of all of this. So I'm going to close it all. And I'm going to go back into CS First. And I'm going to get started like we did from the beginning. Oh, it still has me in here. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to sign out. And now I'm going to come in and go to get started. I'm a student. And if you're returning, you should be able to type in that information that they gave us when we first started. And here is your item. Now I can click on join a class, and when I click on join a class, then I can put my new code in for the next computer science first that we do, or coding starts first, or computer science first, however. So that is probably how we will continue doing this. Or if you're never had one, then we will get started like that. But this part was about saving it and being able to get back into it to edit it, as well as getting into computer science first and adding a new class code to do a new one. So I hope that you had a good time doing this today. I sure did. I look forward in seeing the future projects. So if you have something you'd like for me to see, definitely send it my way. You can send it to me through email. And these are all some of the different ones that we will actually be doing. But you can send that to me through email. At bgaff@ppl.lib.in.us. It's on the main page here. I would love to see all of your different coding. So thanks so much, you guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope you had a good time. Well, thank you for taking the time to create a hero with me today. This class was brought to you by Google CS First, Coding Starts, Computer Science First. And quite honestly, without you, there'd be no reason to have this class. So I really hope you enjoyed creating your own hero. After each one of our little coding corner sessions, I'm going to have a little bit of an assignment for you. This would be an excellent time to practice some of your writing skills, or maybe even just have a conversation with your parents, family members, neighbors, friends about some of the stuff that we did today. So something to think and write about. Who is a hero to you? What is your definition of a hero? Why do you consider them a hero? How have they become a hero to you? What have they done that qualifies them as a hero in your eyes? And if you could be a hero, what kind of hero would you be? And what would your powers be? What would you be able to do that maybe no other superhero could do, or just a hero in general. And I would love for you to send these to me. If you can create a story that involves a hero, I would love to see it. You can send that to me via email, or you can send it to the address that I have posted here. So I'm going to put all my information here, and I would love to hear your story. Whether you want to whether you want to email that to me, mail that to me, however you'd like to get that to me, I would love to hear your story, and I'd love to share your story. So I look forward in hearing from you about your hero, and also tell me about how much fun you had creating a hero using Scratch. So, thanks to Google for everything that they've done for us here at the library that I'm able to bring it to you. Hey, thank you so much, you guys. I hope you had a good time doing this, and I hope you have an even better time writing about your heroes.